Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim, bringing you guys the Daily Deals with Tim, where I talk about tech, crypto, and stock deals, all for you guys. And before I begin, this is my personal opinion and not financial advice. And today, the topic we're going to talk about is my opinion on high-stake POS coins. So what are POS coins? Well, POS is abbreviated for proof of stake. And what is proof of stake? Well, simply to explain, proof of stake is instead of mining with a GPU with an ASIC machine, basically by having a certain amount in your wallet that basically confirms the transactions, and you get rewarded for confirming the transactions. So again, simply put, if you have certain amount of the coin in your wallet and you unlock it and leave it on in your computer or on AWS, then you get a certain amount of interest back, whether that would be 5%, 10%, 100%. It depends on the coin though. And as for high stake proof of stake coins, some of the numbers are crazy. The amount of interest you get per year can go up to 1,000%, 7,000%, 10,000%. It goes up really high, and all you have to do is just leave your wallet open on the computer. Now, there is an incentive for it, and that is the interest. Imagine you get 10,000% interest in a single year. Would you skip out on that? Probably not. But let me tell you guys, if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. So the reason why these high stake proof of stake coins, or it attracts a lot of people because of this sheer interest. However, with that amount of interest comes inflation, and the higher the interest is, the higher the inflation is. It goes into a hyperinflation sometimes. So imagine if you have, let's say you have 10 coins, and then in a year you're going to have 1,000. That's going to increase into 1,000 coins. And what are you going to do with all the extra coins? Well, the reason why you stake the coins is to sell them. So you start off with 10 coins, and then you have 990 coins that you gained from the interest. So you're going to sell them. And imagine the next person doing the same thing. They buy a small amount and they get a large amount in reward. And in the cryptocurrency market, there has to be a balance between the buyer and the seller. But if you get so much interest out of your initial amount, then there's going to be so much more seller in these kind of coins. And that's something that I worried about. But I decided to invest in a couple of them. And one of the high proof of stake coins that I invested into is called Vertcoin. And Vertcoin promises 7,200% interest rate. So I got curious. I have seen some YouTube videos and some proof that it does work, but I just wanted to try it out. So I bought a little bit of amount, and I left my wallet open on the computer, and it turns out if you don't have a high amount close to the average weight, it basically takes forever for you to stake anything. So what ended up happening to it, my staking, is that I waited around more than 20 days, literally, and nothing came up. So, but then the time that I bought it and the time that I was about to sell it, it was already, inflation was already happening. So I bought it around this time here. And now with the inflation, it's down to 2 Satoshi. I repeat, 2 Satoshi. And yeah, so basically, I just made a very big loss here. However, they do have a newly formed development team and a roadmap, which is kind of surprising because for coins like this, they usually are really hyped up for maybe a couple months and then they kind of die out on the way. But there are developers working on this coin, so I only have a little bit of coin and I don't feel like selling at a loss, so just holding on to the hope. I'm gonna keep it and just keep on trying to stake it, but it might not work, but whatever. I still don't want to sell it at a loss, so I'm gonna wait and see what happens with this coin, and who knows, it might go back to somewhere around here if there is a change in the coin. Now, another coin that I invested in that is pretty crazy is called Vertcoin. Now, this one not guarantees, but it promises 10,000% interest per year. And as you can see, there was a big pump and dump. And another problem with these kind of coins is that for people who invested early, they have huge amounts of these kind of coins. And at any time, they could just dump it all. I believe that is kind of what happened here. So someone pumped it all the way from like 30 cents to like $378 and pumped and dumped. So I bought in around here when it was kind of low, and then I was gonna stake it, but again, I waited a bit of time, but looking back at the Ember coin, I was kind of scared that it's not going to stake and the price is going to go down again. So I bought low and kind of sold it here. So right now I don't have any Vertcoin, but the price I bought it, I think it was around 3,000 Satoshi, and I sold a little bit on 6,000 Satoshi and sold it back on 4,000 Satoshi. So I made like a 30-40%, maybe like 50% gain. No, yeah, maybe around 50% gain. And my experience with these kind of coins is that they are pretty much a ticking time bomb. So what I mean by that is that the coin itself, it doesn't have a long-term investment value. I would say it's either a short-term trade or a medium-term trade. Long-term, these coins are probably gonna disappear within a year or so. That is simply my speculation, just because of the high amount of interest, and with that comes inflation. However, also I need to say something about these kind of coins is that there is a certain time of period, and when it passes that period, the interest goes back down to a pretty low amount. So such as Vertcoin, I believe that after the 80,000 clock, it goes from 10,000 interest back to 100% interest. Now 100% interest is not too bad either. However, I don't know if people are going to invest into these kind of coins when the interest drops that much. So these are kind of ticking bombs, and they're very volatile. As you can see here, it goes just everywhere. And sometimes you're gonna get, if you guys invest into these kind of coins, you might get stuck at a loss, and it might never go up until, I don't know, maybe a couple months down the lane, maybe next year. No one can tell with the price of these, because sometimes there's pump and dumps going on sometimes here, sometimes there. So with these kind of coins, these are very volatile, very risky. They can be very profitable as well, but I believe that the risk, with the risk, it's not worth it. And the reason I invested was I felt kind of greedy. I wanted to dab in a little bit, just dabble a little bit into these kind of coins and see what the hype is about. But as I realized, you gotta get in and get out really quick, because if you don't, you get those Ember coins where I'm kind of stuck at a loss. I believe I lost probably like 70% of the investment that I put in. I haven't lost it yet because it's still there, but unless the price goes back up, it's gonna stay like that. So it kind of sucks for me, but let's see what it happens. But the overall statement for these high POS stake coins is that they're ticking time bombs. You gotta be careful. You can make profit, but it has very high risk and the prices are very volatile. And I believe that the prices on the general side goes down because of these high interest rates. And with that comes inflation and sometimes hyperinflation. So yeah, take that to your mind next time you want to invest into these kind of coins. If you're really interested in these, I will suggest try a little bit, but only try an amount that you can afford to lose. But my general sentiment with these kind of coins is that you should stay away from it. If you are a veteran cryptocurrency trader, maybe just try for fun. But that is like gambling. It's not really investment. That's more like gambling. But if you guys are getting into cryptocurrencies and you guys see these kind of coins and you want to get in, I highly suggest not to do so, because these kind of coins are not good to study and not good models for cryptocurrencies. Very volatile. The prices go everywhere, and the prices generally go down, and with inflation. So yeah, that is my take on it. Again, you guys do your own research and make your own decisions. So thank you guys, and if you guys like these kind of videos, like this video, comment below, and smash that subscribe button. And if you guys want to support the channel, check out the affiliate links below. I really appreciate that. And as always, I'll bring you guys more deals on Daily Deals with Tim.